Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, mini motorways. We are off to Beijing, and oh my god, we start with 4 roundabouts, and we will get double roundabouts because people like us, I guess. I don't know. It's roundabouts all over the place here on Gimmimimim. So many circles. So little time. Sunflare's Space was here first. Good morning, Sunflare's Space. Shotgun Splicer here as well. Good morning, Shotgun Splicer. I hope you're both doing well. So yesterday, let's follow up. We don't often do this. We have, ongoing continuity here at twitch.tv/the_Goog today. Yesterday, I talked about how, I had downloaded and installed and started fiddling around in Star Trek Online. And, I'm the kind of person who does like me some Star Trek. And I'm the kind of person who has an addictive personality. So it's entirely possible that that could wind up being one of the worst decisions I've ever made. Well, in order to properly discuss the ongoing adventures in Star Trek Online, we're going to have to deal with some spoilers. I'm taking 2 roundabouts. We're leaning into the gimmick. There will be no traffic lights. We're not taking traffic lights. It's just roundabouts. So, listen, we've got 6. We probably won't need 6, but just in case, we're going to have 6 roundabouts. Anyway. A well-managed roundabout is better than a well-managed traffic light in any circumstance. I firmly believe that. I also firmly believe that we are already in trouble. So, let's see here. You come up to here. We're going to, I believe, we're going to slap our very first roundabout. Ooh, we have to slap it here? Gross. That's not where I wanted to slap things. Well, I guess we're going to have to use a bridge, which isn't what I wanted to do, but does make sense. So you go over that way, you come down here, and blue guys go up there. Bing, bang, boom, just like that. Unfortunately, you go over here. Yeah, there's no great, at least for right now, there's no great way to do this without using a bridge, which sucks. It's a shame. But hey, it'll be fine. So, the opening mission of Star Trek Online. Basically, here's like the framing device and the plot circumstance that gets you into your first mission. And I think this might change based on your origin, because they do this thing where you can choose where in the timeline you start the game. You can be like in the original series, which means everything looks old and 60s sci-fi and, young James T. Kirk and all that. Or you can be in like the default setting, which appears to be just after the timeline of the Next Generation, I think. Like, just after the Next Generation movies or whatever. Or you can be like super far in the future, or in the alternate timeline, or in like Discovery space, wherever that is, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean. Now then, this red guy spawning up here is actually good. It portends well. It means we can kill this roundabout. Also, you've gone circular, so we need more reds down here. So we're just gonna do this. Bing, bang, boom. Get rid of that bridge. There. We have torn down a roundabout. Amazing. So here's the opening mission of the timeline that I took or whatever. It's graduation day at Starfleet Academy, but oh, by the way, you haven't taken your phaser training. Okay. So you have to learn how to shoot a phaser, and then you get booted off into space. And by booted off into space, as we talked about yesterday, I mean the captain of this ship, the ship that I got to name. Way to give away that it's gonna be my ship, guys. Good job. The captain of the ship that I got to name is so enamored with my performance in the Academy, which was all off screen, of course, that I am named first officer of the spaceship that I got to name, even though he's the captain. Within 10 minutes, actually that was generous, within 5 minutes of starting to fuck around, we leave Space Dock, which is like right at Starfleet Academy. We're going to Vulcan, which is the homeworld of one of the more important species in the Federation, and also just like a massive interstellar destination, right? Lots of fucking people know and care about the planet Vulcan, right? Within 5 minutes of doing that, we receive a distress call from some ship, and somehow we're the only ship in the area, even though we just left Earth heading for Vulcan. I know it's space and all that, but if there is such a thing as a fucking interstate highway in Star Trek, in like the Federation, the tunnel of space between Earth and Vulcan would be like I-95, okay? It is the goddamn road in the fucking Federation. But we're the only ship in the area somehow, so we go and investigate on the USS ship that I got to name. And within 10 minutes of leaving Space Dock with a newly graduated cadet as first officer, the captain gets kidnapped by the Borg, which is bad. Yeah, the Borg show up, they ambush the drop point. I named it the Undeniable because, well, all right, I've forgotten the name of the race that I chose. Hold on. Let me take a bridge, and I'm going to Google Star Trek Blue Race. Fuck, what did I name them? Star Trek Blue Race ear things. God damn it. Andorians, yes! I can only sort of believe that worked. Okay, so in order to explain why I named my ship the Undeniable, this is the Star Trek episode, unfortunately. This might be the dorkiest episode of Gimmimimim, which, I mean, God, consider that. All right. So my race is the Andorians, and the Andorians are like blue people with little ear things. It's fine. The thing you have to know about the Andorians is they have this naming convention where every last name has like a prefix. Everyone is either, the males have a CH apostrophe or a TH apostrophe, and the females have an SH or a ZH or something like that, right? So, bearing that naming convention in mind, the name of my Andorian character was Kira Shakira, because why the fuck not? And therefore, it makes complete and total sense that my ship would be the Undeniable, because after all, I won't deny, my ship don't lie, etc. I'm a giant dork and also a dumbass. I don't know if you know this about me, but I do things that amuse myself. These yellows are going to take this long and silly road getting up over here. It's going to be fine. So, I have 6 roundabouts, and yet I am so brutally committed to the ideals of one business, one road. It's probably a good thing. It's fair. It's completely and totally fair. Listen, my Final Fantasy XIV character is named after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because she has face paint that looks like a ninja mask. I'm a stupid, dumb person. I don't know what to tell you. Let's take another roundabout. And by roundabout, I mean motorway, actually. I definitely meant motorway. So Kira Shakira finds herself temporarily in command of this spaceship, what has had its captain kidnapped. He's been captain-napped. So, and like this tutorial and this, walk through the thing and do the whole introductory Borg stuff and all that, it took like an hour and a half. Okay? This was not a trivial amount of time in game, because they want to teach you the controls, and I gotta futz around with stuff, and I gotta set up the auto run because goddammit, I'm addicted to Final Fantasy XIV and the ability to just like middle click and your character moves. That's goddamn brilliant, by the way. That should be in every fucking game, especially any game with intensive amounts of walking. You can just like middle click your mouse and your character just ambles in the direction you point the camera. That's chef's kiss brilliant, right? So I gotta set that up, and it's a whole thing. The point is, it's taken me like an hour and a half to get to the point where Captain Plot Device has been kidnapped and Kira Shakira finds herself in command of the USS I Won't Deny My Hips Don't Lie, you know? So I quit the game, which is a logical thing for a person to do after they've been playing for an hour and a half. And yes, I'm still in the tutorial, but, you know, it's an MMO. You're supposed to save the player's progress at any point. This is like the contract, right? By the way, how are we going to get Light Blue Guys up over here? And why do I think it's going to be stupid? I do think it's going to be stupid. And again, I'll say, I mean, we can do it by burning a bridge. Should probably just do it by burning a bridge, to be honest. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do it by burning a bridge. All right. So, you and you, no. Hold on. All of y'all are going to go up around here. And you know, since we're doing that, why don't we come up here to a terrible roundabout? There you go. Here's a terrible plan. Here's a terrible plan. You come up over to here. You're gonna go, no. You're gonna go back down that way. And one of you is gonna go up this way and up there. And that's all gonna be fine. Meanwhile, you are gonna take motorway number 2, hop, skip, and a jump over there. Great. So I'm in the tutorial, and Captain Plot Device has been kidnapped. Captain Plot Device has been kidnapped. And, you know, the second officer science lady or whatever says, come with me, we have to go to the lower decks for some reason. And I quit the game because it feels like a natural stopping point. We've had our big plot event, now we have to engage Operation Rescue the Captain or whatever. It's all fine and good. It's cool, all right? I quit the game and I come back and second officer science lady just isn't fucking showing up. She's gone. She does not exist in the world. However, the game says, talk to second officer science lady. She's right over here. So I go to right over here, and second officer science lady is not fucking there. She's clearly supposed to be there. That's where the compass is telling me to go. She's not fucking there. So I'm like, that's bad, but weird. Listen, it's a 13-year-old game. It's gonna have some glitches. It's gonna have some weird shit happen to it, okay? So I'm like, okay, I'll quit and I'll reload. I'll log back in. I'll rejoin the process or whatever. It's all gonna be fine. And then, by the way, just as a little how you doing, these fucking green guys are annoying. You might as well come over to here and we'll do another spur out of the roundabout. God, that's a bad idea. God, that's such a bad idea. Look at this bad idea. Oh, it's atrocious. I wish I had another motorway. I have 6 roundabouts and I'm pining for motorways. So I'm like, I'll quit, I'll relog, it'll be fine. So I close the game, I log back in. Second officer science lady, still not fucking there. And now, for an added bonus, I'm stuck in a computer console. I'm just frozen in space. I can rotate my character, I can jump, but I can't get out of this little computer console. So I'm just stuck. And then I decide, you know what? Maybe let's not. Maybe let's just not. If this is what we're gonna do on our first mission, maybe we just don't. How about that? How's that for a thought? I like that thought. Let's just don't. Alright, this whole thing over here is gonna go away. These greens up here are not gonna do this bullshit anymore. Instead, they're going to do slightly different bullshit. They're going to come over here. The northern end of this is going to be serviced by these guys, and use 2 blues right here are going to swing up that way, join that way. That's going to be cool and fine. This blue right here is suddenly pointless and useless, which, sorry, but it happens. And thus endeth the _Goog's relationship with Star Trek Online. Friendship ended with Star Trek Online. Now, not playing Star Trek Online is my best friend, or something. Additionally, we have a situation, and the situation is that these yellow guys exist. This yellow guy is a circle. All right. I have a grand and brilliant plan. Behold, my grand and brilliant plan. It involves murdering, like, all of these road tiles. Also, incidentally, you can just swing down this way. Why didn't I realize that in the first place? I should have realized that in the first place. Good job, Goog. Well, we figured it out eventually. So, these 2 blues right here are going to, and hey, look at that. So you 2 blues right here are going to service this business. That's going to be neat and cool and good. Meanwhile, you and you, are going to come down here and swing up that away. And then you 4 are going to service this guy. Isn't that special? Additionally, for one more little piece of panache, we're going to have you yellow guys come in this way, and you're going to serve this yellow circle. So now we have 5 yellows coming over here, 4 yellows going over here, a couple of blues coming this way. I've retrieved a bridge, saved a whole bunch of road tiles, and everything's coming up Goog House, basically. I see no problems so long as this dark blue road remembers that it exists. Guys, you're gonna exist at some point, right? Guys? Why are you... Okay, you had to wait for the... Okay, whatever. Alright, fine. It is not ours to question much. It's a little bit ours to question, but... This dark blue exists. That sucks. I'm sorry, but it just does. Fortunately, we can do this thing and this thing. Just gonna save a whole bunch of road tiles. Additionally, we can have you point out this way, and you are gonna hi. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to be fine with that, because you are gonna join this, and nope, don't go that way. You're gonna come this way, and you're gonna swing in like so. And yes, theoretically, I could redo character creation. I could replay the first, mission and a half of the game. But I feel like if that's the tone you're gonna set, you're not gonna really continue. You're not gonna get better. It's gonna be like that. So, if it's gonna be like that, well... I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be some other way, such as not doing that. And we're going to engage in the theory that what if we're just not doing that? So, good try, Star Trek Online. Maybe we'll come back later, eventually, at some point in the indeterminate future. Probably not, but, the world is vast and contains many possibilities. Speaking of being vast and containing many possibilities, the fuck is going on with this red thing? Alright, so you're a circle now. We've got these 4 reds right here. Why don't we do this? First of all, we're going to reposition these light blue guys such that they snake their way around here. Next, we're going to take motorway number 3, which already exists to serve this red circle, and have it be 4 guys instead of 2 guys. So that's good. You come over to here. You are an amazingly positioned green guy. Look at you. Look at how nicely squared up you are. You're just wonderful. I love you so much. Favorite person and all that jazz. Here, you go over there. That's totally fine. Service this business. Got a whole bunch of reds that we're not doing anything with, which is good. Do I have another cluster of greens, by the way, that, Hey, you know what? I've got these 2 greens right here. I betcha. I betcha that if these guys went over this leeway, there's got to be a better way to do this thing that we're doing here. What if? Where can I sneak a silly roundabout? Can I sneak I could sneak a silly roundabout in here. That doesn't really do what I want to do. Can sneak another silly roundabout in right here. Ooh. Now we're talking. What if we sneak a silly roundabout in right here? You go up that way, and then another way, go over to there. Aha. Yeah? Go over there. Oh, I'm out of road. How am I out of road? That's weird. All right, everybody go. So these greens now have to go through 2 basically adjacent roundabouts in order to get over here, but that's going to be totally fine. I think that's totally fine. Let's take a 5th bridge rather than a 5th and 6th roundabout. We've used 2 of our 6 roundabouts. It's fine. This business is totally cool. I see no potential difficulties with this situation. Look, we even got a 3rd green. We got all the yellows in the world coming down here to service this guy. We got all the blues in the world coming over here to service this guy. And we got greens going loopy circly times getting over here. It's fine. This is all fine. All right. Another light blue comes over to here. God, I have so many reds just sitting around not doing nothing. That's going to be bad at some point in the indeterminate future. I can almost guarantee it. Hey, look, yellows. Why don't you, because I think you're a little bit surplus to require. Actually, never mind. I was going to run you over to here, but then we got a 3rd one of these guys. So the 3rd of these guys, we're just going to... All right, once I get this road back, come on. Come on, give me the road back. Give me the road back, thank you. You go there, you come here, everything's fine. Let's take 30 road tiles, because God knows I need them. You go up that way. You go up that way. Yellows are cool. All right, we got 7 yellows servicing this circle. That's great. We've got 7 blues servicing this circle. That's totally cool. This green guy up here is a little bit worrisome, so let's do something about that. Before we do something about that, however, let's take some of our blue houses and create a little windy, snaky path that cuts through this blue-red neighborhood, permanently divide the Democrats and Republicans, and service this business. That'll be totally cool. Permanently dividing Democrats and Republicans in the interests of serving business is basically the American political agenda, which Anyway, you know what we could do? Let's do a silly thing. I have a silly idea. We're going to put... Because these blue guys are technically in service of this business. And sure, they could theoretically get up there, but realistically, they're never gonna. Matter of fact, let's just, I'm gonna chop all of this. Because we don't need it. We don't need any of these blue guys right here. They ain't doing shit. You blue guys right up here are going to be the very first guys. You're going to go that way. You're going to cut this way, so we add a 4th blue house to the road servicing this business. That allows us to take these 3 green guys from down here and just bang, like so. Now we get 3 more greens servicing this business. This business is no longer angry. Everything's fine. All right, you business right here. This guy needs to be light blue. I mean, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. This guy needs to be light blue. I don't think any human has ever needed anything as much as this business needs to be light blue. Additionally, this red guy exists now, which I'm not in favor of, but we can probably make work. Observe. Let's make that work. Well, we're gonna use a bridge right here. That's fine. We're gonna use a bridge right here to send this guy over here, to send this guy over here, so that this red is now free and clear. That's fine. I don't have nearly as many road tiles as I'd like to have, but I do have some. So, what we can do is create a... Man, I wish I had a traffic light. A traffic light here would make this go nice and smooth. All right, fuck it. We'll just draw a motorway. Fuck it, that, and everything. We will just do a motorway. You 3, go service that. That's going to be fine. We're up over 1,500 trips. Totally cool. You serve that circle. That's fine. These greens are wonderful backup dudes coming up this way. Give me another bridge. I still have 4 roundabouts that I haven't used. By the way, can we just talk about this ridiculous scenario I've constructed over here and how it's amazingly working? I kind of can't believe that this is working, but it's actually just working. So this over here also working. You red guy have spawned in a terrible place, actually, because in order to facilitate your existence, I'd have to make more dudes happen, and I don't want to make more dudes happen. Looks like the yellows are going through a little bit of a rush. Hey, you remember when I insisted that this business had to be blue? Fuck. Well, it's not. All right. This business over here is no longer going to be served by these 4 dudes. Instead, we'll find 4 other dudes. We can do that. We can do that fairly easily. In fact, here. You 4. First of all, you need to go up that way. You, dark blue guys, can swing over here, service that. You can motorway number 2 yourselves right over that way. I could even draw... Ooh, never mind. Fuck the motorway. Fuck the motorway. I found an excuse for a roundabout. You come into here, go over that way, swing down here. There. That'll service that. That'll be totally fine. That allows these 4 dudes to swing down over here. This guy's totally fine. Everybody go. Fuck it, make a roundabout. Indeed. This is the most fuck it, make a roundabout of all time. Hey, you know what I just noticed? What has probably been staring me in the face for ages? These 3 blue guys are right the fuck here. This business is right the fuck here. Why don't I just do that? Like, why don't I just do that and then murderate this, like, entire road and bring these guys up here to... Yeah. I mean, that seems like a good thing to do for a person who wants stuff. This light blue circle over here is kind of angerated, which I suppose makes sense. Hey, question. How are you, sir? Oh, you're serviced by these blue guys. Okay. Well, I mean, that is a good chunk of blue guys. On the other hand, I have a huge fucking chunk of blue guys over here not doing nothing. So, like, why don't I do something about that? Here, let me take this roundabout. We're just going to put a roundabout right here. and we're going to toss a tiny little dink road right there. That tiny little dink road is going to go get it because it's a dink road. Anyway, I'm a terrible person. You're going to go over here and further complicate this bullshit. This bullshit will be further complicated by the addition of, actually, why don't you go that way? There. So now light blue guys are going to go roundabout here, motorway number 2, roundabout there, up to here. Gonna be totally fine. No notes. 10 out of 10. Give me another motorway. Now then, you exist. I hate that. Not a fan. However, we do have like a squajillion yellow guys. And with our squajillion yellow guys, we can probably figure something out. Where is the best source of organic, cage-free, free-range yellow guys? It's probably just up here. All right, fine. We're going to take these 4 yellow guys. We're going to rob them from this yellow guys, which is a shame. But, you know, this yellow guy still has like 6 guys, so it's okay. Motorway number 4 comes down over to here. There. Now we get yellows going into here. Everybody, go. All right. This light blue circle is angry, which, I mean, I did just feed a whole bunch of light blue guys into everywhere else, so I suppose it tracks that you would then be angered. Let's do something about that, shall we? I think the thing we're going to do about that is chop these 2 guys, these 2 houses right here. I say guys too much. These 2 houses are going to come off of that. We're going to use a bridge. These 2 blue houses are going to serve to go up to this circle. We're just going to get 4 more cars going up that way. That should be okay. Yeah, you definitely need to pour out, but I think, yeah, this should be able to stay afloat until those cars get up there. Once those cars are indeed up there, the business will turn around. Yeah, it's already calming down a fair bit. Good. Okay. A whole bunch of reds keep spawning over here. That's okay. You're a circle. You have been for a while. You just went circular. You've got 4 houses right here. I'm going to add this one over there. That's going to be fine. You have just gone circular, which I don't care for, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not my favorite thing. Also, additionally, I think it's time to abandon the massive overpopulation of this road here, because this is a circle in need of assistance. Let's slap a roundabout right here and boop over that away. Look at all of these roundabouts. Good morning, Samurai Sam. We've deployed 5 roundabouts. And nothing's dead yet. So, I mean, really, when you think of it that way, how could it possibly be a problem? Let's take, you know what? I'm going to take 2 more roundabouts because I'm actually running low on roundabouts. You go that way. Oh, God. This is all fine. All of this is fine, by the way. Like, it makes complete and total sense that we're doing what we're doing. You come up over to here. We have finally constructed, well, not an octo road. This is just a septa road, okay? This cannot be an octo road. But you're going to go up that way. This is fine. This green circle has all the support in the world from 8 different places. It's cool. You, yellow guy, might as well point down there. You, yellow guy, might as well point down there. You, green guy, go that way. Good lord, this double roundabout contraption is possibly the stupidest thing I've ever built. Consider the ground that covers. Oh god, this red circle is mad, by the way. This red circle is underserved, which, I mean, it does make sense. It has like 1,000 dudes. Alright, that's just become a circle, which is bad. Let's take a moment to pause. Okay. So this yellow circle is now in fact a circle, which is bad. Don't like it, not good. This red circle, I don't want to rob any dudes from. this red circle, hey, you know what? Hold on. What if, all right, just by doing this, I suddenly have 4 red dudes into this roundabout. What if 4 red dudes come out of that roundabout onto an on-ramp, and that on-ramp goes to jail for 1,000 years? No, goes to, actually, you point up that way. That's going to be better. You two both go that way. This dude is the most ruined dude. I think this dude is the most fucked dude. Okay. Yeah, this dude here is the most fucked dude. You come over here. Where am I putting my... Aha. Motorway number 5 is going to come over here and service the northern part of this. This is going to be totally cool. I see no problem with this. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Next, we need... Probably still need more red dudes for this, which... Yeah, that tracks. I could chop this green away from here, which... Actually, yeah. This green's never gonna get used, so... Why don't we just try to do this? Fuck it. Let's just do that. See how that works. Maybe this red circle doesn't need additional support. Maybe I can get away with what I have. Maybe I'll get a pony and a date with Sophia Bush, even though she's married. We're moving on. This yellow circle just got mad. Well, I mean, you do only have 4 dudes, so that tracks. You might as well point south. This light blue circle is angry. There's nothing I feel like doing about that. This light blue circle might as well be served by these guys. That'll help a little bit. And again, I say, These blues can supplement down this way. That's okay. I need yellows here. Where do I have a chunk of unused yellows? I have 1 unused yellow here. I have a 2nd unused yellow there. That's bad. Now this is the western border of the map, so I can't sneak around about into here. And again, I'll say, Everybody go. You're actively dying, so I actually need to fix this, like, now. Fuck. Hey, wait a second. You 2 yellows. You're not doing anything. Why are you not doing anything? I really shouldn't complain about you not doing anything because I need yellows that aren't doing anything. So you have a 3rd yellow that's not doing anything, and then take motorway number 6 to this place. This place right over here. There, go. Everybody go. This yellow just got mad, which, I mean... Okay, I really shouldn't complain about anybody getting mad at this point. Here, you come that... No. Go that way, and then we're going to extend you into this roundabout. So now this roundabout goes up here, services that. That's okay. These yellows... Actually, wait, you point that way because you need to be on that road. But this little spur can still exist. That's cool. You are not connected to anything and really can't be. If you do that, are you connected down that way? Probably not. Give me your motorway. All right, what else is dying? Dark blue guys are dying here. There's plenty of help on the way. That's cool. This is just a minor temporary traffic flow problem. The good news about having 9 roundabouts is that you cannot pinpoint one roundabout as the roundabout that kills everything. Which roundabout is the one that kills everything? I'll never fucking tell. All right, we're going to rob this red guy from this red business because this red business is actually doing just fine. This red house is cool. Matter of fact, we're going to do that too. So further solidify the coolness of this red house. Okay. This yellow rather, is not doing anything. Might as well do that. That's going to be fine. Light blue's up here. Okay. Do I have a hunk of light blues not doing anything? Sort of. I have the light blues that exist here that are already going into this roundabout. They kind of only exist in order to... Okay. Well, I mean, shit. We already have one spur of this roundabout that's actually just an on-ramp. What if we do that again? What if we do that, but stupider? Motorway number 7. You exist now. Everybody go. This is totally fine. This light blue circle just got mad. You need to go up that way. I don't want to know how are you getting anywhere from where you are? I really don't want to know. I really don't want to follow those light blue guys, and yet I can't not. Oh God, look at that awful light blue thing. What are you doing? What are you even doing, light blue guys? Oh my God. Oh, every light blue is connected to every other light blue, and therefore all of the light blues are dying. Oh, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose because it's bad. Well, that does track. Can I sneak a roundabout in here? Kinda, but not where I want to. So, all right, I accidentally connected every light blue to every other light blue, and therefore killed all of the light blues. I didn't mean to kill all of the light blues. It just kind of happened. Oh boy. All right, listen, we got over 4,000. We got over 4,000 trips. There's nothing I can do. The dark blues are gonna die, by the way, but all right, fine. Sam's dropping GGs in the chat, which tells me, well, it's a dead giveaway, in fact, that we did better than Sam, which is good. It's what you want to see. I don't have my Wordle scene open, do I? I'm wholly unprepared for everything, as usual. All right, let's see here. Too few cars could reach this destination in time. Your city shut down. 4,216 is a damn good number. We take those. Oh wow, 1%? Again? Hold on. It's top 10 in the world? I didn't think it was going to be top 10 in the world. Hold on. Wowzers. Hey, yesterday I finished number 2 in the world. Yesterday I finished number 2 and Sam finished number 6. Today we come in at number 4 and we'll see if that holds up. Holy crap. That turned into an excellent run. I thought it might be good. I did not think it was going to be an excellent run. Tremendous. All right. Well, that was a great run. There are a number of words that this could be. It could be, well, it can't be react because there's no A and no T, so that's a bad guess. But it could be Percy, even though Percy is like a name and not a word. So, yeah, no. It could be perky. It could absolutely be perky. Perky's a good descriptor of things. It's not perky. But hey, there is a Y in the word. We've learned something. Why is there anything that fits this? I mean, there probably is, but can I think of anything? Of course not. It's weird that there's a Y that isn't the last word. That's gonna throw me. Maybe like E something something YR? No. No, this is like a great, if you want to name a location in a fantasy setting, like just put any 2 consonants in place of those X's. Like, oh, the fantasy realm of Esmir. Absolutely. The fantasy realm of Elnir. Absolutely. The fantasy realm of Egir. Okay, that one sounds kind of stupid, but drier, but not, yeah, no, it cannot be drier because we know that the R is not the second letter. think this is just a brand. That's not actually, yeah, they're not going to call that a word. And I don't think there's anything that goes in the place of that first R. So, wow. Not a word. Huh. Man, that Y is a... That's a... It's a bud is what... Wait a second. Rhyme fits, doesn't it? R could be the first letter. E could be the last letter. We know there's a Y. We don't know there's... Yeah, it could be rhyme. I felt so smart! I felt so fucking smart! And then it wasn't. God. Ugh. Okay. So, we know. What do we know? We know that Y is the third letter. We know that R is either the fourth or fifth. And we know that E is either the first or fourth. Shit. So E something, YR something. Nothing fits that. However, it could be that. Which has got to be... It's flyer, right? You take a flyer? Okay. God. That was a freaking Wordle. And you know what? I don't have a heart out. We're going to do the Immaculate Grid. We're going to do the Immaculate Grid. We've got teams and a Silver Slugger. Okay. We've got the Phillies, the Brewers, the Yankees, the Mariners, and the Marlins. This seems doable, maybe? Who knows? All right. A Yankee who was also a Philly. It's kind of morbid that this is my first thought, but Corey Lytle was a Yankee and a Philly. Played for the Phillies for a number of years, signed with the Yankees, and then tragically died by flying his plane into a building in Manhattan on accident. So, yeah. But hey, he's also a former Yankee and Philly. A Yankee who has won the Silver Slugger Award. Let's just play it safe and go. Let's play it safe and just go with Aaron Judge, a modern Yankee. We're not going to go old school Yankees because I don't know when they started doing the Silver Sluggers. I feel like it was the 60s or 70s. Also, Sunflower Space. Yeah, that's about it, really. Corey Lytle was a Major League Baseball player. He was a pitcher. He played for the Phillies for a number of years, and then he signed a contract with the Yankees, and then he played with the Yankees for a while. And then one day, he was recreationally flying his, private little plane over New York, as you do, and I believe he just lost control of the aircraft and crashed into a building and died. That's what happened. I'm sorry to be so blithe about it, but that is a thing that happened. Active Major League Baseball player just crashes his plane into a building. Yeah. And that was in 2009, I think. So, yeah. Let us swiftly move on. The crash was after the 2006 season. Okay. So it was a little further back than I thought. A Yankee who was a Brewer. Was Paul Molitor ever a Yankee? Maybe. I don't think so. Ben Sheets ever a Yankee? I don't think so. Maybe. Actually, I think he was. I think he was one of the teams he caught on with after Ben Sheets' arm exploded, but when people were hoping that Ben Sheets' arm hadn't totally exploded because Ben Sheets was really good. I'm not going to guess Ben Sheets, though. I'm not that confident in Ben Sheets. All right. A Mariner who has won the Silver Slugger. Yeah, safe guesses first. Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez won a Silver Slugger with the Mariners, didn't he? He sure did. A Miami Marlin who won a Silver Slugger. Giancarlo Stanton won. He was going by Mike at the time, but Giancarlo Stanton won a Silver Slugger when he was with the Marlins. There you go. All right. A Marlin who was also a Philly. AJ Burnett counts, doesn't he? Was AJ Burnett a Philly? I keep saying AJ Burnett for things, even though AJ Burnett's wrong a lot. I know AJ Burnett was a Marlin, and I know he was a Blue Jay, and I feel like he pitched for like 6 other teams, but I can't name any of those other teams, so I just kind of think they apply. I'm not actually confident that AJ Burnett was a Philly anymore. We're gonna move on. Oh God, I think I'm out of safe guesses. I'm out of dudes I definitely know. AJ Burnett pitched for 5 teams. Great. Don't tell me, but I wonder if the Philadelphia Phillies were one of them. It is funny that all of these Silver Sluggers are Yankees pictures. That's good. The Yankees, listen, they acquire very good baseball players a lot of times. They also have guys like, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who's not so great, but all of these guys are great. This guy's not great anymore. He's old. He's retired. Now he's a bad baseball analyst and wannabe face for a terrible ownership corporation. Also wannabe J-Lo's boyfriend, because he used to be. But I digress. Who the fuck has ever played for the Milwaukee Brewers in the history of time? The Milwaukee Brewers are fake, actually. Do the Milwaukee Brewers exist? Have there ever been Milwaukee Brewers? I don't think so. I think they're a myth. I think they're a joke, honestly. I also think Wade Miley fits this square right here. I got one. The Yankees are in... Holy crap, the Red Sox overtook the Yankees and are no longer in last place. Today I learned. I also think Wade Miley would have fit for this square, but I'm not as certain. Was Tommy Malone ever a Brewer? Because I feel like he was a Marlin. But, see, the problem is, I'm just spitballing guys here. Okay, here we go. Ken Griffey Jr. was never a Philly. Jay Buhner, I don't remember being a Philly. Edgar Martinez was never a Philly. Randy Johnson was never a Philly. Jimmy Rollins was never a Mariner nor a Marlin. Chase Utley was neither a Marlin nor a Mariner. Hey, we got the Marliners again. We've had the Marliners before. Now, granted, we don't need to find any Marliners, which is different. Ryan Howard was neither Marlin nor Philly, nor Mariner, rather. Jim Thome was never Marlin nor Mariner. God. Tino Martinez was never a Philly. Dontrell Willis was never a Brewer or a Philly. Sam, if I say something that's just factually incorrect, stop me. Jeff Conine? No. Kevin Millar was never a Philly nor a Brewer. Jeff Conine was also never a Philly nor a Brewer. Kevin Gregg was never a Philly nor a Brewer. How did I pull Kevin Gregg? Honest, I have said something wrong. Excellent. Good work. Was it when I said Ryan Howard was never a Philly? Because that was a mistake. I misspoke. Robin Yount was never a Yankee nor a Marlin. Jeez. Oh boy. Chuck Knobloch was never a Brewer. Paul O'Neill was never a Brewer. Bernie Williams was never a Brewer. Jorge Posada was never a Brewer. Rubiel Durazo was never a Brewer. Ramiro Mendoza was never a Brewer. I can name so many fucking mid-90s New York Yankees, and not a single one of them fit. There's a prominent modern player who fits one of these squares. Is it Christian Yelich? Because I have it in my head that Christian Yelich used to be a Marlin, so fuck it. Hey, I was right about stuff. We now return to let's remember some mid-1990s New York Yankees. Jeff Nelson was probably never a Brewer. John Wetland was never a Brewer. Tom Gordon was never a Brewer. Esteban Loaiza. Was Esteban Loaiza a Brewer? I'm only certain that he played for the White Sox and the Yankees. Esteban Loaiza was probably never a Brewer. Mike Mussina was never a Brewer. Roger Clemens, Andy Pettitte, Derek Jeter, none of these people were Brewers. Kevin Brown was never a Brewer. I'm just naming the 2004 New York Yankees now at this point. That's what I'm doing. Gary Sheffield was a Brewer. Hold on. Gary Sheffield was totally a Brewer. Ha ha! Let's remember some guys is actually fucking working. I'm a genius, it turns out. Oh, Jimmy Rollins was never a Marliner. Jim Thome was never a Marliner. Ryan Howard was never a Marliner. Richie Sexson was never a Philly. Ichiro was never a Philly. Jay Buhner was never a Philly. Edgar Martinez, Tino Martinez was never a Philly. Dan Wilson was never a Philly. How the fuck can I... Jamie Moyer. Jamie Moyer was totally in he was this guy. Okay. Good God, this is so fucking hard. There are people who can do this and get like 0 point something for all of these. Good Lord. All right. One of these days, I'm going to have to do the Wrestle Grid on stream. Because listen, there's a guy on Twitter who does a Wrestle Grid every day, and I can just do that. I can just name those guys. But anyway. Fucking Marlin, who was also a Philly. Let's go. Ivan Rodriguez was never a Philly. Mike Piazza was never a Philly. Miguel Cabrera was never a Philly. I have named a guy who fits this last square while saying that he doesn't. God damn it. Was Dontrelle Willis a Philly? I know he was a Marlin and I know he was a Tiger and I feel like he bounced around for a while, but I'm not confident that it was Dontrelle Willis. Was Jeff Conine ever a Philly? I can only think of him as a Marlin. Jimmy Rollins was never a Marlin. Chase Utley was never a Marlin. Jose Reyes was never a Philly. Mark Burley was never a Philly. Now I'm naming new guys, which goes against the point. John Lieberthal was never a Marlin. God damn it. Scott Rowland was never a Marlin. These are new guys. Kurt Schilling was never a Marlin. Stop doing that, Goog. Remember some guys that you just named. Corey Lidle was never a Marlin, and also I've already used him. Fuck. I keep coming back to Jeff Conine. It's probably not Jeff Conine. Kevin Millar was never a Philly. Jeff, Steve, and Boots. Steve Cishek was Steve Cishek ever a Philly? I don't think Steve Cishek was ever a Philly. I cannot think of a single guy named Boots, but I can think of Jose Offerman, who was neither a Philly nor a Marlin, probably. So that doesn't help me. Now I'm thinking of 1990s and 2000s Boston Red Sox players, which is not helpful. John Valentin does not fit the square. Lou Merlone does not fit the square. Stop doing this. All right. Marlins. Who's on the fucking Marlins right now? Oh, that's a bad idea. Shotgun Splicer wants a hydrate. That's probably a good idea. I have hydrated. Oh, good God. feel so bad. I feel so bad and dumb. I'm going to get this wrong. And okay. All right, calm down. Aaron Harang, I'm only like 40% sure was a Philly, and I don't think was a Marlin. I know he was a Red. That doesn't help. Sam is sitting at home begging me to say Jeff Conine. I'm going to talk myself into saying Jeff Conine, and it's going to not be Jeff Conine. Oh, God. Okay. Damian Easley was a Tiger. That doesn't help. Julio Franco, I think, was a Philly. I'm not certain he was a Marlin. He did play for fucking everybody, though. All right, let's go to some commonly used dudes. Octavio Dotel. I think he was a Philly. He might have been a Marlin. I can't confirm either. LaTroy Hawkins, I know was a Philly. I don't know if he was a Marlin. Russ Ortiz. I can't place on either of these teams. Edwin Jackson, I can't place on either of these teams. Ricky Henderson did not play for either of these teams. God damn it. Miguel Cabrera was never a Philly. We've already established this. I don't think Dontrell Willis was ever a Philly. A franchise that never keeps players. You'd think more journeymen would have played on the Marlins. I'm sure they have. Dan Uggla was never a Philly, I think. You know, Uggla means owl. Rest in peace, Vin Scully. Anyway. God, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Jeff. Fuck it! I was right! Good fucking God. Good fucking God. 64 dudes. 64 dudes who played for that. Okay, fine. Oh, right. JT Realmuto. It's fucking obvious. God. See, as soon as I look at the guy, it's like, oh yeah, that guy. Fucking one of the best catchers in the game just signed a big free agent contract with the Phillies after having played for the Marlins. Nope. Never once did I got it. The point is, I got it. I was right. My grid is immaculate, and we're going to play Final Fantasy VI later tonight. Bye. God!